Question 2. I checked the mana situation and it's impossible to get it to show. It simply it doesn't exist in the first expansion. I have no idea why. I can see it here though, so I can use a quick button to go in there, take a look and go out. Still bullshit that it doesn't show there. It's one of the most easiest to probably implement useful things. They fucked it up. That's it. The actual controls don't correspond to the controls I read in the manual either, so it's some sort of a weird thing. It's not the original one, but it's... I don't think that would matter too much. The original one doesn't have the mana thing either. And it's not something that's just in this game. A lot of people have complained about it. I can't think of a single reason why it isn't. I mean, you already goddamn had it in the game. Someone had to actually go out of their way and remove it. Possibly. It could be that it was added to the first game in a patch and so that's why it's missing from the expansion. Don't know, don't particularly care. Just not available, that's it. They have a substantial force. So unless we have some sort of a super enemy, we should be able to take on most things.
We have found nothing. No temples, no altars, no portals, nothing.
Then where do they come from?
Where did you discover the demonic troops? You found them, not I.
They are everywhere. The hamlets, the cottages, the farms. They must be burned out.
Let's start with that one.
Monster! Barbarian! Those are citizens of our empire!
Demon worshippers must be brought to justice.
Your version of justice seems to consist of very little proof and quite a lot of flames.
We work under the Sainted Queen's mandate. Purge your minds of any doubt as we purge the demon lovers.
Thank you, great lord, for your rescue. We are glad to serve you and join your glorious army. probably don't have any mana left. So the fights are totally harmless to me, but they're sucking up the mana of my hero. At this point, I'm turned definitely dry. Might as well buy all these fights now. Find out a way to replenish the magic. Have a shitty hero, but they have a hero at least. That didn't take long. I'll take advanced light medic at this point. There's a decent chance we'll get we'll get high level light spells, so better prepare for it. Not every dweller of the cursed villages worship demons, but to achieve great goals, innocents must occasionally suffer. Laszlo believes that eliminating all who can possibly be concerned with the cult is the only practical method. Preda disagrees and is willing to spend time saving the innocent. Perhaps these people, who will owe their lives to the young commander, may someday pay their debt. We probably want to leave at least one peasant hut undisturbed. That way we can eliminate all the towns that produce actual enemies. The question is, should I go exploring here or part of the Major is probably a solid choice to pick. Although I'm pretty sure the roads will lead to the cities. Holy shit, he killed them. Stole my kill, basically. Yeah, I guess it's the red peasants that I'm supposed to rescue. A lot of powerful monsters here. Not sure I want to have anything to do with them at the moment. Upgrades. Although that usually doesn't work for you all that well. What the hell is this guy doing? He seems to be looting nearby sites, picking fights. Have a hero. This is probably an easier mission than the previous one. I mean, we're halfway done and nothing's happened. no dangerous enemies. One innocent peasant left. And we can leave the peasant's hut here. That'll guarantee... we have a number tracking them, so we don't have to leave them intact. Once we are at 13, we can just not finish things. That said, I probably should go take a look at these areas. Very likely I'm not gonna come back there. At the same time, no. The cities have to be taken care of first. They'll grow into a big problem if I just keep delaying handling them. Probably two more. Each corner basically of the map has vitality would work very well for us here. But extra morale is useful with every top troop. It'll still take vitality. Fact is, that's what most of our troops are. Shitty little units with not that much health. A couple of extra points will do miracles on their survivability. A little bit of extra defense and attack values, and they're actually dangerous now. Try to go to the next city. Good chance we'll reach it before the week is out. Holy shit, he's stealing my loot. All Freda's attributes increased by 1. That's the secondary objective. There's probably a city nearby. There's also a war machine factory. They can take their extra troops they can get. Me getting a ballista at this point means they really have no chance against me. Armies are so small in general. Ballista alone will be enough to make a big difference. The opponent is okay, not great. Elemental summoning lock. That's it. And there's one extra city somewhere. Suddenly demons. Worst kind of demons. I'll take expert light. It looks like, well, we're not gonna get expert level spells here. Unlikely we'll get any spells. Take the leadership. Might get some third level spells, I suppose. Those so you can still get from structures. I don't need any extra spellcasting skill though. Why are they even in 4 different stacks? It just extends the fight that has nothing worth fighting in it. Enemy groups should be fairly strong. Can't hit us. Well, there was no way to avoid the strike at that point anymore. Can't be helped. We'll let the 400 peasants take them on. Enforcers, totally different thing. A couple of attribute sites that we definitely want to visit, but I want to get rid of the towns first. That'll make move all the potential threat from this mission. Control mission end with the peasant huts. It's sort of a shame because items are totally irrelevant in these missions. They're just too easy. There's nothing to them. So there's no point in hoarding the items. And you reach the maximum level up without ever fighting the groups protecting the items. So no matter what you do, there's sort of no point to it. Terrible damage, really. I'll take all. Well, we can see their last city. There's nothing of interest there either. Not even a hero. Well, at least they have a mode, so that's something. I'm thinking they'll rush at us. Technically they don't have to, but they're in a bad position, so they really do. Mass deflect missile, mass endurance. They're good abilities. Expert light magic could. We're gonna get it anyway. Am I at max level? No. Destroy all peasant huts. Skill I took is much more likely to be useful before the expert light magic is gonna be useful, so in that sense it makes sense. How many huts? I think pretty much every last remaining hut is here. I'll have to be somewhat careful, that son of a bitch might be just burning them down. On the positive side with this expansion campaign so far, the missions have been fairly straightforward and short. There's really nothing to them. I mean, it only has 3 campaigns, so it can't really afford to do the tutorial campaign thing. And it's an expansion, so it should be beyond that. However, they're not multi-hour trudges that basically tend to go nowhere for a long time. Welcome change pace. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there's like 6 left. Where's the last? It is not irrelevant where it is, because if it's close to some place I have to go to, then I can't really wrap things up here. I can't even see it. Probably up here then. I don't see any fundamental reason why I shouldn't go there and fight them out. Got a good item, -2 morale too. +2 morale. So for one fight we'll have to suffer for the negative morale. After that we'll have a massive positive morale. such autopilot combat that is starting to border along tedious. Again, the storytelling wise, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's basically the same uninteresting fight, copy pasted like a dozen times. Actually, probably 15 times or close to it, because there's that many huts. So a better solution might have been to have a fight at each of these cottages or cottage settlement groups and have it be somewhat interesting. What the fuck was that? I know literally what it was, but why the hell would he do the attack here when it's literally worthless? You can do self-explosion once in a fight with the better demon overseers. It's not a long-range attack. How many? 3 more. Right. Now the attribute bowl says, then we'll finish things up. If I could get a couple of spells, that would also be welcome. Don't really care about the items. That said, we are not at maximum level, so we should at least fight until we are. Not at level cap. I'll keep taking experience until we are. It's crucial that we'll reach it in this mission. A couple of new artifacts really added to the game. Also the ballista is probably much more effective with expert war machines. Yeah, the damage has no deviation anymore. That's good initiative, 50 shots. Witch's hut, didn't notice that earlier. So we are not getting new skills, but we might get the upgrades. Ballista acts fairly quickly now. Damage isn't great, but it's reasonable. It'll go up as our... well, I'm actually... our attack attributes goes up. There's a lot of room for improvement. Okay, this is another one who decided that against ranged attackers it's a good idea to not try to rush the enemy, so probably gonna die before he reaches us. +1 knowledge. Knowledge is probably our weakest attribute. There are quite a few more of them than I anticipated. Someone's gonna have to take the hit. Don't want it to be any of the good groups though. So you, Mr. Vindicator. For the greater good. Maybe archery. We do have the ballista after all. And level cap reach. It's a relief. It should speed things up. We don't have to really focus on killing our experience. There's no point. There's the +1 to spell power. Well, we're going to have to go and get it, so might as well. Spells and attribute points, those would be welcome. The upgrade really isn't necessary. Will simplify things though. Where to next? What attribute size have we located? There's power, knowledge. There's defense. There's two places I can't see to. Might as well go check them first. Don't think we really need extra troops. Plus one attack. Battle Griffins. What is different about Battle Griffins? They have Battle Frenzy instead of the swoop down. Every next retaliation strike performed by this creature inflicts damage 1.5 times as great than the previous one. So you do not want to attack them with multiple groups. You want the first group to do the damage and that's it. Any spells? But I don't really think fighting is gonna be an issue, so I'm not sure I want to go after extra troops, although there's plenty available now. There's still the northern area and that's it. That's a wrap on this one. What is that? But it sort of looked like a dwarf to me. It's a Vindicator. Like, there's no point fighting here. Potential extra first level spell. Okay, another sort of mission. I'm not sure what was the goddamn point. I mean, plot-wise, probably it makes sense, but that's it. Not an actually all that interesting of a mission itself. That said, I do appreciate that that didn't drag on. It's a fairly straightforward thing that you sort of do and then you're done. Move on to the next mission. More or less think it's be a waste of your few missions. There's 15 in total. That's not a lot. And this is the second one that's sort of wasted. Big demon battle. Well, I think that might be a little bit of an exaggeration. It's an okay-ish force that might have been a thing if we would have the original army we started the mission with. This? That's garbage. Duncan. The rebellious stag duchy is living its last days. Heralds are proclaiming the royal army's triumph in the markets, and minstrels are composing songs about it. There's but one small thing left to be done. Capture Duke Duncan and Prince Andre, the main instigators of the rebellion. A fair inquest will undoubtedly reveal their implication in demonic cults. Yeah, sure. We can choose +1 luck, +1 morale, or 15 vindicators. Usually I would prefer the units. The thing is, they're basically swordsmen. They're not that interesting of a unit. I almost never really use them. They're not fast. They're more of a defensive unit. Still, they have their uses.
No time for rest. Saint Isabel demands an audience.
Her wish is my command.
Freda, I have heard reports that you question the methods of my archbishop.
He has killed many peasants, my queen. Inevitably some innocents, your loyal subjects.
You disagree with him?
Yes, with him and with his actions.
You are much like Godric, who voiced the same reserves. Your father is now reflecting with leisure upon his rash words. In the prison below Ivan's tower.
What? You imprisoned a Lord of the Realm, one of the most renowned knights in the history of the Empire?
He is old, and his words show that his wit is failing. Don't you fail me as well, Frida. If you do, well, there are a few inquisitors wondering who would be the first to make that tough old warrior scream.
What?
Are my wishes clear? Are they?
Yes, my queen. I shall obey.
You see, Alaric, Laszlo, she can learn wisdom. See that she remembers it.
Of course, Saint Isabel.
Another is fairly smallish map. 2 levels. Seize all of the towns of the rebellious Stag Duchy. Take Duncan prisoner. Survive. So, are we finally gonna get towns and spells, maybe?